Welcome back, family. If you're new to BRI'S Heat, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to get more recipes. This week's tutorial is going to be very special. We're going to be doing 3 different recipes for salmon. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I eat salmon a lot and I want some variety in my life. So let's get started with number 1. It's going to be our Salmon Blt. Now, don't that look good, y'all? First, we're going to start off by putting the bacon in the oven for a while we get the other things started. This is on 375. We're going to be starting off by making our BRI'S Heat mayo. We have some mayonnaise hot sauce. I added a few drops of lime. All of the ingredients as well as the measurements will be listed below. We're going to go ahead and add in our seasoning blend and mix those ingredients together. Depending on how spicy you like your sauces to be, you can add more or less hot sauce. And there you have it. You have your own BRI'S Heat spicy mayo. Next, we're going to go ahead and get started on our salmon. We're going to take our CREOLE seasoning blend and go ahead and coat that on the salmon. And you're going to do the same for your garlic and onion powder as well. Be sure to do this to both sides of the salmon. Next, in a heated pan with olive oil, you're going to put your salmon down and allow it to cook on a medium to high heat for about 4 to 5 minutes. This was a thicker piece of salmon, so I did give it about 5 minutes on each side. I wanted to give y'all a zoom in on how this looks, so go ahead and look at that. Man. So let's go. It's time to plate. That salmon is done. Alright, so we are going to be plating next. On our toasted buns, I took our BRI'S Heat spicy mayo, coated the buns really well on that. If you like more or less sauce, you can do that. Next, we take our lettuce as well as our tomatoes, and we're going to put our salmon on there. And then you're going to go ahead and grab that crispy bacon that you have and place it all on there. Top it with your bun, and boom, you have it. There's your Salmon Blt. Now that was number 1. Y'all ready for number 2? Because this one looks good. It's going to be a stuffed salmon. The full list of ingredients will definitely be below. But we're going to start off by cooking our spinach just to start. In a heated pan of olive oil, we took all of our spinach, and some people may be like, oh my god, that's so much spinach. It's actually not. If y'all know spinach, y'all know it shrinks really small. So all of this look like it's a lot, but it's really going to be a small amount in the end. You do want to make sure that this spinach is going to be very flavorful because it will be inside of your salmon. So you're going to go ahead and sprinkle some salt and pepper on there. Let's get started on actually making what's going to be inside of the salmon. So you're going to take about 3 ounces of cream cheese, dump that in there. Then you're going to take half a cup of your mozzarella cheese, sprinkle that in there. Next, you're going to do your garlic, and then you're going to make sure this is seasoned as well. So your garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper, and you're going to add your cooked spinach in there as well. Next, you're going to go ahead and mix it all together until it forms a very smooth and consistent texture. You want the texture to be very similar to this. To be able to fit the actual stuffed portion in the salmon, you will have to cut a pocket into the salmon. You're going to want to do this in the middle of the salmon just to make sure that both sides will cook evenly. After cutting the pocket, you're going to go ahead and season both sides of the salmon as well as inside the pocket. Next, you grab your filling and begin to stuff the salmon. Do remember that this is a piece of fish, so be careful when pulling it back to get the stuffing inside of it. Be sure that there is a good amount inside of the pocket. And here's a close-up of what that looks like. In a heated pan with olive oil, I went ahead and put it with the presentation side down first. After it cooked for about 4 to 5 minutes, I went ahead and flipped it and made sure that it cooked on each side evenly for the same amount of time. So I went ahead and set my timer for another 5 minutes. And y'all know I love a good close-up, so here it is. But once that's done, you have your stuffed salmon. That was number 2. Here's number 3. Number 3 is honestly my favorite because it's a one-pan salmon bake. You literally season everything with the same seasonings. You put everything on the same pan. You don't have that many dishes. This is why this is my favorite. So you go ahead and coat everything with that olive oil, and you take your seasoning blend. And like I said, the ingredients will be listed below. Make sure you coat the salmon really well in the seasonings. I like to rub mine on just to make sure it's all up in there and all good. And you're actually going to repeat the exact same steps for your potatoes as well as your asparagus. Get a nice seasoning on there, mix it around, make sure it's good. Most of the salt was at the bottom, so you'll see me kind of go back and put some more salt on the salmon as well as the potatoes. Mix everything on there, grab your pan, and you are good to go. I have the oven set at 400. I am grabbing my pan and I'm going to put everything onto the same pan as I did for the seasoning and everything like that. Everything is on the pan. I went ahead and put this in the oven for about 20 minutes, so go ahead and set that timer. And once that's done, you have everything you need on one plate, one pan. Like I said, not too many dishes, which is my favorite part. So you're going to go ahead and plate all of your ingredients together. These potatoes turned out really, really well. They really look nice and crispy and golden. The asparagus look great as well. I love asparagus. I don't know about you guys, but it's one of my favorite vegetables. I really love it, so I cook it with a lot of things. But there you have it, your one-pan salmon bake. And I was just having fun with the camera. So here's a little zoomed in piece. Y'all know I love to give y'all a zoom in. As always, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share with a friend who loves salmon as much as me. If you guys want to see anything specific, be sure to leave a comment. I love the support. Let's keep it going.